physically and mentally take for you to reclaim a mustard belt? Now you're 17.
Oh, it took physically being here, and then sometimes it's hard. Showing up is the hardest part sometimes, but I love being here. And as soon as I found out I was coming, my body it was easy to train, and I love doing it, and I love pushing myself and beating the heck out of people.
The chance of it physically and
for her 11th championship. With 33 Nathan's Famous hot dogs and buns, the great Mickey Sudo. For her 11th.
Still, we're talking about, unofficially at this point, the 2025 champ.
And a 30-second down for good measure. A win is a win.
Badlands in a zone here. I don't know it's like a wave machine. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, Badlands Booker, a new world record. 21 seconds, a new world record. 1 gallon of Nathan's Famous lemonade.
Blow a nigga up. Fuck wrong with a nigga. Dead homies, nigga. It's the fourth I'm gonna blow a nigga up. One nigga blown up today, nigga. Fuck wrong with a nigga off the back. I'm blowing a nigga up. Stop playing CDs, nigga. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you, nigga. Vernon Avenue, nigga, off the back. I'm blowing your ass up. I'm blowing somebody up today off the back.
2 hours later.
Alright, Shalom. Before I begin, I'd like to start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, and double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth, peace, and salutations to the Lord's elect. Alright, today is July the 6th, year 2025. Alright, the hope year of our deliverance. Alright, the I representing the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of our fathers. Alright, on this side, the elect is slaughtered for salvation, as well as judgment and destruction to the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, which they're not white, they're red. According to the Bible, they're the Hebrew Edomites, the wicked the Bible speaks of. Alright, so, just coming on, this is a so-called, what they call it, 4th of July weekend. Alright, you had the 4th. What was that, Friday? Then you had the, the weekend to follow, which is yesterday, and it wraps up today. So it's been a, a folly-filled weekend. All right, just seeing these people, all right, doing what they do around this time of year, all right, it never, it's never surprising, all right, the lengths and the way of wickedness that these people are willing to go, all right, for fucking holiday, all right, America's 249th birthday to be exact. All right, and I showed you some clips. You seen the madness that came with it. They had the hot dog eating contest, all right, being gluttonous, all right. Dude stuffed 70 hot dogs down his mouth, all right, down his throat. All right, and he done that shit like 17 times. He done that shit so much. All right, he's trained his body to do it. All right, which is just madness in itself. All right, then you got the Edomite woman. All right, she's stuffing wieners and hot dogs down her throat. All right, and then you got you niggas. All right, you know what I'm saying? Big Jake out there chugging a big ass, like 2 gallons of lemonade. All right, you know what I'm saying? Then he growling afterwards. All right, then niggas is blowing their fingers off with fireworks and shit, talking about they gonna throw fireworks at people's houses, throwing them at people. But yeah, this nigga done blew his whole fucking hand off. All right, just folly and just madness. And this is why 2 out of 3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna die with these heathens. All right, because you follow after the heathen, and the scriptures tell us not to do that. So I'm gonna read this right here in Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So we're not supposed to be running behind the hella days and the customs of these wicked ass people. All right, but you see what Jake does when it's this time of year. Jake is so far into his wickedness. Jake surpasses the wicked in wickedness. All right, Jake can outdo Esau in wickedness in this shit sometimes. All right, this Jeremiah 5. All right, and we're gonna start at verse 23. It say, "But this people, all right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, hath a revolted and a rebellious heart," meaning mind. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they're in their heart, meaning their mind, "Let us now fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, our power." Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is only the power of Israel. Let me see, "that giveth rain both the former and the latter in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest." Because everything that goes down on this earth, all right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is at the forefront of it. Ain't nothing going down on this earth out of place. All right, ain't no what I like to say, ain't no calling the audible at the in the ain't no calling the audible in the huddle. All right, ain't no calling the audible when we lined up and the play getting ready. The play done already been called, and you know what I'm saying, you go to the line of scrimmage. It's a football term. All right, ain't no change in the play. All right, if the play gonna get changed, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gonna change the play. All right, but nothing down here on this earth goes without, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai directing it. So verse 25, it say, "Your iniquities," all right, iniquity is sin upon sin upon sin upon sin, all right, you've stacked up sins, all right, "have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. For among my people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, through the seed of your fathers, our fathers, all right, the Israelites, are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men." All right, these niggas just like Esau. All right. You see, verse 27, "As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich. They are waxing fat, they shine, yeah. They overpass the deeds of the wicked." All right, that's 2 out of 3 of our people, all right, on any given day. All right, they can give Esau a run for his wicked red money, all right, and wickedness. All right, and Jacob win. All right, Jacob beat Esau in wickedness on some days, all right, you know. Let me see, read it again. "They are waxing fat, they shine, yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this?" All right, because the Lord is going to get you niggas, all right? All you niggas that was in that, you know what I'm saying, 4th of July spirit, you know. Now, it ain't nothing. This is me, all right? I don't think it's necessarily nothing wrong with just popping fireworks. You know, some people like to shoot guns, people like to shoot fireworks, you know. It's all in its proper context, but if you was out here doing that shit to, you know, get in the spirit of America's independence, all right, and you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, then woe unto you. All right, what the fuck was you doing that for? All right, this place, you're not free here. All right, the scriptures let us know we're yet this day in our captivity. But 2 out of 3 of our people, again, you know, they're gonna do what the powers that be do. All right, meaning the Edomites. They're gonna run after Esau. You know, this is John chapter 8 and verse 44. It say, "Ye are of your father the devil." All right, the Esau, the Edomites. You niggas are just like Edomites. And the lust of your father you will do, because these niggas do the bidding of Esau. So again, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right, so 2/3 of our people, again, they got the spirit of an Edomite on them, all right? And it just so happened this time of year, you know, it's like around the time in my particular relatives and shit, you know, it's family reunion time and shit. So between the fireworks, all right, and you know, seeing all my wicked relatives and shit, All right, this was just a dark weekend. All right, I mean, I was just around these niggas. All right, not long, you know what I'm saying? The Lord got me to where I've been able to be in the truth long enough to be able to go around them and not, you know, be offended at them too much. I don't spend a lot of time around them. I keep that shit short, but, you know, I'm able to, you know, move about them. All right, and, you know, do what I got to do. But I was around them and shit, and I seen them. All right, and every last one of them niggas I seen, all right, they just look dark, bro. I'm talking about just had a dark aura. All right, you know what I'm saying? I got a twin brother, identical twin brother. You know, he was there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even just looking at him, I just look at these niggas and like, man, bro, you niggas just got a dark vibration, bro. Like, it's crazy. All right, it's something. Let me read this in I think it's Amos 5. I want to say 21. Yeah. All right, Amos 5 and 21. It says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. All right, the Lord hate these fucking hella days that you people on the earth worship. All right, you know what I'm saying? The Lord don't like that shit. He ain't for it. All right, he actually got the angels marking all you niggas that take part in this shit. All right, you know. All right, that's why that one nigga blew his goddamn hand off. All right, that's exactly why. You know, that nigga blew his hand off. Let me read that in I'm gonna read it in Hebrews right quick. What's that? Hebrews 10 and 31. All right. It reads, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. All right, because, hey, the Lord is terrible. You see what he did to Jake? Jake nubbed up now, all right? Like the bros in the chat put out earlier, they said that nigga got turtle fingers now. Man, bro, that nigga, hey, let me get this also, because Jake was full of that shit before that happened, all right? What the scripture tell you, pride go before destruction. All right, Jake was talking that shit. So, I'm throwing this in you niggas' houses. That nigga was on demon time, all right? But look at you now, nigga. You ain't throwing shit with that hand no more, nigga. Nigga gonna need a whole, what they call that shit? Prosthetic hand now. Fucking dumbass. All right, this is Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. Jake, how your hand feel, buddy? Where your fingers at? Jake, throw the peace sign up, Jake. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it, nigga. Cause the Lord took your shit, bro. He blew your, made you blow your own shit off. All right, ain't that something? You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord is to be feared and not to be fucking played with. But you niggas gonna learn. All right, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. All right, this is Job 12 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. All right, so Jake, you thought you was finna throw some firecrackers at somebody and shit. Nah, nigga, that shit blew up right in your fucking hand, bro. All right, that's what you thought. Yeah, that's what that nigga thought. Gotta be quicker than that. Well, almost had it, Jake. You gotta be quicker than that. All right, it's Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, do all these things. All right. So there you go. All right. Wondering why that nigga got his shit blew up. All right, the Lord did it. All right, well, who taught you how to run a brick? Tell him Kendrick did it. Nah, tell him Yahweh Bashem Yahushai did it. All right. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right. So, Jake, how your hand feel, buddy? All right. Yeah. And we gonna mock you people, all right? A lot of motherfuckers like, how you gonna laugh at that nigga? Nigga, fuck him. All right, the Lord said this was gonna happen, all right? You niggas don't listen to the Lord's words. You fan at the Lord reproof, so the Lord laugh and mock you when your shit come, all right? That's how it is, all right? And if you feel a way about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Just wait, because the Lord gonna blow your ass up too, all right? You might not just lose your hand like that nigga did, all right? At the end of the day, the Lord gonna drop big missiles on you niggas, all right? Big missiles. Gonna turn you niggas into black powder before it's said and done. This was just a prelude to that nigga judgment. All right, he got his hand blew off now. All right, the Lord gonna blow his whole body up. All right, when the missiles drop, lest that nigga repent. But this is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. It say, wisdom cried without, she uttereth her voice in the street. She cried in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gate, she cried. Makes like in the openings of the gate, in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, all right, the openings of the city, all right. The men of the Lord are everywhere, all right. The highways, the hedges, everywhere, all right. And if you ain't ran into one in person, you didn't see these videos, because ain't nobody gonna say they didn't know. Ain't gonna be no excuses in that day. Verse 22, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. The man of the Lord is speaking. That's how the Lord is making his words known. Verse 24, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. All right, the Lord is stretching out his hand. All right, but you niggas ain't regarding it. You slapping his hand down. So the Lord is blowing your hands off now. All right, how about that? So let's see, verse 25. But ye have said at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. Verse 26, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. All right, so that's why I keep asking Jake, you know what I'm saying, how his hand feeling, all right? No. Verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, they shall not find me. So just wait until the real missiles start dropping, all right? Wait until the real calamity and the real plagues and punishments the Lord gonna bring on this earth hit. All right, before the missiles, wait until that come. All right, niggas gonna be out here going through it. All right, handless and all. All right, you know what I'm saying. Now what you gonna do, nigga? When you got it, when it's hard out here and you got to defend for yourself, you one hand down, buddy. All right, what you gonna do now? You're gonna be a victim. All right, you can't defend yourself no more. And I think that nigga is supposed to be a Crip nigga too. So what you gonna do when the B dogs and the ops roll down on you and you ain't got the both hands to hold both the swords to fire back? All right, nigga, you a liability out there in the field now, buddy. All right. So let me see, verse 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They were none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. All right, you niggas gonna you live by the sword, you die by the sword. All right, and Jake, you can't handle the sword anymore. All right, you can handle one sword. All right, a handheld sword, but the choppers and all them big guns, nigga, what you gonna do now? All right, you gonna have to use that blew up hand. All right, to balance that bitch, you gonna have to shoot with the other hand and learn some whole new metrics of life, nigga. All right, shit is crazy, but it's funny, and the Lord made it happen. All right, verse 33. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. All right, so the elect, just keep your trust, your faith. All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the Lord gonna do what he said he gonna do. All right, because he put it on his name that he gonna do it. So just sit back and watch these niggas, all right, be niggas and get the judgment that niggas gonna get. All right, which is death by pain. So that's it for the lesson, you know what I'm saying? Just some quick, silent to the point, you know what I'm saying? Going over the weekend. All right, this demonic ass weekend that Jake gets up for year in and year out. All right, but the judgment is coming. The Lord is coming. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone. 67% truth. Peace and salutation to the Lord select. Kwame Yasharala and the Bible Ball. Shalom, Mike.